Welcome back to the channel. I'm NDL Gamer. As promised yesterday, today's video is a review of the two new heroes from the Superman faction in the game, DC Dark Legion, and we'll also analyze whether the Superman faction has truly become the strongest team in the game. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to catch more exciting videos coming your way. All right, let's get started. Let's start by checking out this support hero, Krypto. He's a healer and also lowers the enemy's attack. Just from the intro alone, I can already tell he's going to be pretty useful. Now let's break down his skill set. His first skill heals multiple allies at once. Since it only works within a certain range, placing him in the middle of the formation would be the most effective. The second skill is even stronger, kind of similar to Raven's. Krypto flies toward an ally with less than 50% HP, shields them, and heals them. I'm not sure if he stays there after flying over or returns to his original position, though. The standout is his ultimate skill. From what I understand, he dashes through the battlefield like the Flash, knocking enemies down and reducing their attack while healing allies in his path. I'm still unsure how exactly he moves, but even based on the first two skills alone, he's already an excellent support. Now here's the interesting part, his passive. Instead of doing normal attacks, Krypto collects bones to gain energy and increase his healing effects. That means he can use his ultimate more frequently, which also helps the Superman family charge Krypton energy faster. His fourth skill is even more powerful. At the start of the match, he heals himself and boosts DF and men for his allies, helping the whole team survive longer. But what really makes this skill insanely strong is that whenever Krypto uses his ultimate, he generates 10 Krypton energy, a massive amount. Just imagine, if Krypto uses his ultimate twice, that's already 22 points, which means you can instantly hit Krypton energy level 3. The remaining 5 points can easily come from other Superman family members. As for his global skill, it further boosts attack and defense for all Superman family heroes. Overall, this is an incredibly powerful support kit. Krypto is a perfect fit for the Superman faction and plays a critical role in keeping them alive. He doesn't deal damage, but if you want to beat the Superman family, Krypto should be your first target. However, everything I've analyzed here is based on 5 red stars. His fourth skill isn't that powerful if you haven't upgraded him to purple or gold stars. At 5 white stars, he only generates 2 Krypton energy, which isn't much. If you can get him to 5 blue stars, he'll generate 4 Krypton energy, making him much more effective for the Superman team. Alright, now let's move on to Superboy, another support hero, but this time he's focused on offensive support. He boosts attack and helps break through enemy defenses. On top of that, he also supports Krypton energy generation. I'm not exactly sure whether his Krypton energy support works like Krypto's fourth skill or more like Supergirl's ultimate, but at first glance, it looks like a perfect fit for the current state of the Superman family. They've been lacking someone who can boost attack and reduce enemy defense, so he fills that gap nicely. Now let's dive into his skill set and see just how strong he really is. His first skill is an AoE physical damage attack that also reduces the enemy's defense. While the 5% defense reduction might seem low at first, it can stack up to 4 times and lasts until the end of the battle. That means even if Superboy gets knocked out, your other heroes will still enjoy a 20% bonus physical damage against those enemies. This makes his skill a perfect match for Supergirl, who also deals AoE damage, so she'll be able to deal significantly more damage with Superboy's debuff active. And of course, Superman benefits from it too. His second skill reduces the ranged damage he takes by 60%, which is a massive reduction. Just imagine, if your normal attack would usually deal 1 million damage to a regular hero, it would only deal 400k to Superboy. That's a huge survivability boost, especially considering that he's likely to be targeted by ranged attackers like Green Arrow, Constantine, or Sinestro. As for Deathstroke, I think he's more likely to go after Supergirl or Superman rather than Superboy. So in that case, Superboy might actually need to watch out for Nightwing more than Deathstroke. Next is his ultimate skill, which is a bit complex, so I'll give a longer explanation to make things clear. Basically, this skill focuses on increasing the attack of both Superboy, Connor Kent, and one other ally, while also granting that ally control immunity, which helps deal with the annoying control effects from heroes like the Drowned during the combat cycle. This skill prioritizes Supergirl as the main target for support. His base ATK refers to Connor Kent's original ATK value, not the one enhanced by buffs during battle. 40% of base ATK is the flat amount added to both Connor and the selected ally. The effect is capped at 133% of the ally's own base ATK each time the skill is activated. For allies in the Superman family, the bonus doubles. Instead of gaining 40% of Connor's base ATK, they gain 80%, limited to the 133% cap. Each time means this effect applies every time the skill is triggered. Here's the English version of your example. Example scenario. Imagine your team includes Connor Kent, base ATK equals 1000, Superman, base ATK equals 1200, part of the Superman family, Wonder Woman, base ATK equals 1100. Turn 1, Connor Kent uses his ultimate skill, ATK bonus calculation. 40% of Connor's base ATK equals 0.40, 1000 equals 400. Select ally. Between Superman 1200 ATK and Wonder Woman 1100 ATK, Superman has the higher ATK. Since Superman is part of the Superman family, he qualifies for the double ATK bonus. Apply the ATK boost. Connor Kent gains plus 400 ATK, new ATK 1000 plus 400 equals 1400. Superman receives a doubled bonus, 400's 2 equals 800. Check the 133% cap of Superman's base ATK. 1.33 times 1's 1200, 1,596. Since 800 mun 1596, Superman receives the full 800 bonus. New ATK, 1200 plus 800 equals 2000 control immunity. Superman gains one-time control immunity. End of turn 1 status, ATK equal 1400, 1/3 AT buff active. Superman, ATK equals 2000, 1/3 ATK buff active. Control immunity, 1x. Wonder Woman, ATK equals 1100. Turn 2, Connor Kent uses the skill again. Superman still has the highest ATK. ATK bonus, still 400. Selected ally, Superman again. Apply the ATK boost. Connor 1400 plus 400 equals 800. 2/3 ATK buff active. 2000 plus 800 equals 2800. 2/3 8 buff active. Cap still holds. 800, 1596, full bonus granted. Control immunity. Superman gains another stack. End of turn 2 status. Connor Kent ATK equals 1800. Superman ATK equals 2800. Control immunity. Wonder Woman ATK equals 1100. Turn 3, Connor Kent uses the skill again. Superman still has the highest ATK. ATK bonus, still 400. Selected ally, Superman. Apply the ATK boost. 1800 plus 400 equals 2200. Third ATK buff, maxed out. Superman, 2800 plus 800, 3600. 3600 is now. Control immunity. Superman gains a new immunity effect, 1x. End of turn 3 status. ATKK equal 20k buff reached. Superman, ATK 3600, max 8k buff reached. Control immunity, 1x. Wonder Woman, ATK equals 1100. Important notes. Base ATK remains unchanged. Even though their current ATK increases, the base AK of Connor 1000 is still used for future calculations. 133% ATK cap per trigger. The 133% limit applies individually each time. For example, if Connor's base ATK is 1000 and the target ally's base ATK is 200, then 133% of 200 equals 266. If 40% of Connor's base ATK is 400, then the ally can only receive 266 ATK, not the full 400. This is just how I understand the skill. I'm not sure if others interpret it differently. If you have another take on it, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below the video. I'm not 100% certain my interpretation is correct either, but one thing's for sure. This skill provides excellent support for the Superman family. His fourth skill increases his own attack based on the current level of Krypton energy. This means he also relies on Krypto's support to reach his full potential and deal higher damage. His fifth skill is a global skill that mainly increases men for all allies and boosts HP for support type heroes, which directly benefits Krypto. One of the key strengths of his kit is that skill 1 is not affected by star level. This means even at 5 white stars, the defense reduction is still 5% per stack, up to 4 stacks. So even at lower star levels, he still provides solid support. However, if you have the resources, it's definitely worth investing in him, especially for wealthy players, because he greatly boosts the Superman faction's overall offensive power. Based on the analysis of these two new heroes, along with previous videos covering Supergirl and Superman, this team has everything it needs to become the strongest lineup in the game. Superman focuses on single target damage, which is crucial when facing powerful tanks. Supergirl dishes out massive AoE damage that scales with Krypton energy level. Krypto provides healing, shields, survivability, and accelerates Krypton energy to level 3, boosting all Superman family heroes' attack by 60%. Even if Krypto is defeated, this buff persists and transfers to other family members. Superboy is an absolute offensive support, boosting Supergirl's damage and reducing enemy physical defense across the board. The team is just one hero short of being fully complete, but it's already incredibly strong. You can consider adding Green Lantern to improve survivability even further, or Batgirl to boost crit rate, since this team relies on physical damage, and crits can significantly increase their output. In short, this team is best suited for pay-to-win players. Free-to-play players will have a hard time unlocking its full potential, since many of their banners are close together and Superman was released early on, making it difficult for F2P players to collect enough stars for him. This video has gotten quite long, so I'll wrap it up here. If you found it helpful, please like and share the video. See you in the next one, and thanks so much for watching.